The following is a special presentation of WTOV9 Sports.
Hello and welcome to Nelson Field in Bellaire, a beautiful Saturday afternoon for high school football, week number 4, the National Gold and Silver Refinery. WTOV9 high school football game of the week, a Buckeye 8 Athletic League matchup. The Bellaire Big Reds standing at 3-0, taking on the Buckeye local Panthers at 2-1. Hello there, I'm Rob Metzger, joined by the Ohio Valley sports doctor John Simonson. And John, this will be an interesting matchup. Buckeye with 2 straight wins. Bellaire undefeated for the first time at 3-0 since 2006. Interesting to see how this one will develop today.
Well, certainly Bellaire with its passing attack is prolific in scoring, and I want to just let you know that in 6 of the last 7 meetings, Rob, every team, both teams have scored at least 3 touchdowns in those games, including the losing team.
Well, I would expect some points to be put on the board today. The third member of our crew, Josh Eachis, and Josh, the doctor says points likely to be put on the board. 2 different styles that we'll see on the field likely.
Yeah, those points are going to come in 2 different ways. I think the key to this game may end up being time of possession. You've got Bellaire, a team that likes to throw the ball a lot. Buckeye's a team that likes to play a little more smash mouth ball, put it on the ground. If Buckeye local can control the time of possession, they can control the clock, they stand a much better chance of winning this football game.
Well, we'll see how it all turns out. We'll get you ready for kickoff. It's Bellaire and Buckeye local on the National Gold and Silver Refinery. WTOV9 high school football game of the week kickoff coming up next from Nelson Field. Beautiful afternoon for high school football. Bellaire at 3-0, taking on Buckeye local, standing at 2-1. Rob Metzger along with John Simonson in the booth, getting set for the opening kickoff. Devin Pyshak set to kick it away for the Panthers. Big Reds will receive back deep for Bellaire. By Horvath and Tony McGee. McGee took a kickback last week against East Liverpool, 79 yards for a touchdown, and the Big Reds 43-28 victory over the Potters.
Well, certainly Bellaire has the offensive weapons. The fewest points they've scored in 3 games has been 31.
Your professional electrical contractors and tradesmen kickoff. We are underway at Nelson Field. Horvath takes it at his own 11. He is hit and driven back. Logan Denner.
A sophomore with a very solid stop. But, you know, field position is not as critical for Bellaire with their type of attack as it is for Buckeye local. Buckeye local plays for field position, and
there's a look at Spencer Badia, the Big Reds junior quarterback. 61 of 111, 789 yards, 8 touchdowns, 3 interceptions so far this season. Big Reds will spread it out.
They'll keep Nick Maffe in the backfield. Pretty good runner.
Badia fires across the middle, complete to Hunter Westlake at midfield. Westlake at the 40. It's a foot race, tripped up at the 30-yard line. Big gain by the Big Reds.
Shane Duncan saved the day for the Panthers, but that was a very pretty play, and that's called hitting a guy in stride.
But not before he was able to pick up a Big Reds first down.
First down, Big Reds. Ball now at the 26-yard line.
Nice fake to Nick Maffe.
You run to starting lineups scrolling at the bottom of your screen. First for the Bellaire offense, and Jose Davis, the head coach. Badia, your quarterback. Nick Patrone, Hunter Westlake, Quinton Crosby, Kenny Hess, your wideouts. Nick Maffe, the running back. But you'll see a number of different guys in there. Up front, Ryan Callarik, Jonathan Carter, Cody LaRoche, Vince Kolenich. Ball intercepted by the Panthers. It's Duncan. Duncan had the touchdown saving tackle, and now the interception.
Take a look at this. Not sure if it was a bad route or just a bad throw. Badia had a world of time And Duncan was kind of hidden over there and just stepped in front of the pass. Nice defensive play. He's had 2 of those already.
Yeah, Badia had time behind that line. Vince Kolenich at right guard, Wyatt back here right tackle. Here's Nathan Kirk, the Buckeye local quarterback, running out of the eye. Nowhere to go on first down, running the football, Austin Marshall.
Number 5, Austin Marshall on the carry, brought down by Big Red number 21, Nick Maffe.
Nick Maffe on the tackle. You know,
2-yard loss on the play will bring up
Kirk
second down and 12.
is 10 of 20 on the year, 150 yards, but he's efficient. Of the 10 completions, 3 have gone for touchdowns. And to think that Badia threw for more than 20 attempts in one half.
Undo starting lineups offensively for Buckeye local. Scrolling. They'll hand it off to Pyshak, the fullback. Picks up a couple. The Buckeye local offensive line, Mitchell Tellick at tackle. Brett Kandrich is your guard. Josh Figursky at center, Dominic Rose at guard, and Lucas Ostovich at the other tackle spot. Duncan will split out wide to the top side.
Bellaire with a very tight 4-4.
Zarowski out wide near side. Looking to throw. It's intercepted at the 30. Brendan Ross out at the 15-yard line.
3 passes in the game, 2 picks.
That Bellaire's starting defense scrolling at the bottom of your screen, but they're coming off the field after the big interception.
By number 22,
Brendan Ross, Jr.
He returns the ball down to the 15-yard line. That's when the Panthers will take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Big Reds at the 15. So the 2 turnovers basically cancel each other out.
2 tailor-made passes for interceptions.
Badia will keep it. Dives forward to the 10.
Neat little cutback. It looked like he was going to be in trouble, which he was, but he did manage to pick up a few.
Down by Panther number 24, Eric Bell.
Eric Bell on the stop for Buckeye local.
5 on the play will bring
Bell
up
9 tackles in last week's victory against John Marshall. John Marshall last night picked up their first victory
In a big way.
over Oak Glen.
Now they got single coverage, except I don't see anybody covering
Maffe will run it.
Hess.
Nick Maffe, is he in? Just short of the end zone. Big Reds will hurry it up.
But he picks up the first down.
21, Nick Maffe on the carry. He dives
Nick
ahead
Maffe.
to the 15-yard line. Will bring up
Quickly outside.
3rd down. 1st and goal for the Big Reds.
First down. It's 1st and goal for the Big Reds. Badia to Maffe. Touchdown, Bellaire.
Number 21, Nick Maffe plunges into the end zone for the Big Reds. Touchdown!
Take a look.
On the Belmont
Here's
Savings
Maffe.
Bank replay here.
Didn't need much.
Another angle of Maffe's touchdown run. He started out the scoring against East Liverpool last week as well. Dalton Conroy on to attempt the extra point. Conroy up and good. 9:01 to go, first quarter. Bellaire strikes first, leading Buckeye local 7-0. Bellaire strikes first. Nick Maffe, 1-yard touchdown run set up by the interception. 7-0 Bellaire. Let's go down to the sidelines and Josh Eachus.
Rob, I like that play call on first down when Bellaire got the ball back. They did a little design QB keeper to Spencer Badia. I like that call because just after an interception, Coach Davis knows well as a former quarterback, you want to get your QB back into the game, getting some contact, get his feet moving around again, and not force him to have to look right back down the field immediately. In fact, they ran it straight into the end zone that time without throwing the ball, but no less, Badia is a good quarterback. I'd say his head is back into the game, and I think the play calling was designed to help do that.
Thank you very much. Conroy, deep kick, very good kicker for Bellaire, and it's going to go through the back of the end zone, touchback. So Buckeye Local will get the ball at their own 20-yard line.
Talking to Buckeye head coach Phil Pest at his first year at Buckeye Local, and I said, you know, there's a number of keys to the game, and he pointed out that one of the keys, an important one, was to get that early lead, because he does not want things to get out of hand early and then steamroll.
1st and 10 at the 20. Marshall cuts it up to the 25. Good pickup on 1st down for the Panthers.
Brought down by Big Red number 27,
Logan Kashenka,
A senior.
in on the stop. Kashenka back in the lineup. He missed last game against East Liverpool and really was injured most of the John Marshall game as well.
The Larry Ryan crew here today. As the officials.
2nd and 4 at the 26. Gain of 6, and here is Pyshak, and he is stacked up by the Big Reds D.
Nick Maffe in there along with Robbie Kalinowski. There's nowhere to run.
Panther ball carrier brought down by number 61, Robbie Kalinowski.
Kalinowski broke that play up. But it's 3rd and makeable.
3rd down and 4. Marshall Pyshak in the backfield. They're going to give it to Marshall. Marshall looking to get it to the outside. Might be a bit short.
Just has to touch the chalk.
Here's a look at it on the Belmont Savings Bank replay.
Inches short.
Tony McGee brings him
There's
down.
the knee, and yep, good spot.
So 4th and inches. See maybe if they try to draw Bellaire offside.
Well, a lot of times quarterback will just tap the guard to be a quick snap on a sneak.
That too. Kirk under center. He's going to sneak it. He's got it. He's got it 3 yards. So a big first down pickup by Coach Phil Pest's squad.
You can see the quick snap. There was just a little bit of a seam for him to just stretch the football over, and the line did a nice job. Bellaire with a 6-man front and playing a 6-3.
Give to the fullback Pyshak, and again, not a lot of room to run, but he did bust through there for a couple-yard gain. Tough runner, that junior, Devin Pyshak, 6'1", 215 pounds.
Conditioning obviously will play a role in this as this game goes on, because Buckeye Local want to pound you and try to take some starch out of the defense. We've done some hot games over here, but today is not one of those temperature-wise.
Very cool afternoon. Zarowski and Marshall now split out wide here to the near side. Duncan split out up top, and they delay a game. It would appear. No play clock on the field. 5-yard penalty against Buckeye Local. 2nd down and 13. Looking for a block, Andy Stock, but he's brought down. Kashenka.
25, Andy Stock on the carry.
And Abai Horvath over there. You know, Andy Stock, who missed much of last season with an injury, and they like his speed, and they want to see him get to the edge, and just as he got there, didn't get any help.
Yeah, that was Horvath in there first. It's 3rd and 13.
Marshall with 200 yards on the season, Stock with about 90.
Well, Kirk's going to roll and look to throw deep. He will. There was a few Big Reds in that area. He was trying to hit Zarowski. It's incomplete, and that will bring up 4th down and long.
Well, that wasn't a bad play choice because if it's picked off, that's what a punt's probably going to bring you anyway. And he threw this. There were 3 red shirts in front of the receiver and 1 back. You can see him. There's 3 and 2 more lurking.
Nick Patrone right there, number 6.
So that incompletion was around the 38. And as you can see,
Christian Hopkins gets the punt away, and it's going to take a nice Bellaire bounce.
a net gain of 12 yards.
Big Reds will get the ball at the Buckeye local 41-yard line. 7-0 Big Reds on the Highland scoreboard. We'll be right back. 7-0 Bellaire on your Highland scoreboard. Big Reds with the football, great field position at the 42-yard line after the short punt by the Panthers. Badia firing for Crosby. Nice catch by Quinton Crosby down inside the 10.
Nice touch by Spencer Badia, and you can see the replay on this. Another look. One-on-one coverage, and the receiver wins.
Those two hooked up down the sideline against East Liverpool for a Crosby touchdown. And another nice connection there.
First and goal at the 6.
Maffe in the backfield with Badia. Badia fakes the pitch, keeps it, spins into the end zone. Touchdown, Big Reds.
Number 4, Spencer Badia on the keeper, goes in for the Big Reds. Touchdown!
6-yard touchdown for quarterback Spencer Badia. 13-0, awaiting the extra point try by Dalton Conroy. Badia will hold.
2 touchdowns on the ground for Bellaire. Nothing through the air, but that's what set them up.
Conroy, the straight-on kick up, and it is good. 4:57 to go, first quarter. Big Reds in front, 14-0. Well, Notre Dame versus Michigan next week. You can see that matchup on WTOV9 on Saturday. It kicks off at 7:30 right here on WTOV9.
Well, Buckeye Locals won 5 out of the last 7 meetings. These teams did not play between 2000 and 2005, but last year Buckeye won 40-27, and Bellaire won in 2010 43-36 in overtime right here. Buckeye in 2009 prevailed 64-33. The year before that 25-22, and then 22-20. Bellaire also won in 06 34-7.
Conroy set to kick it away. Kicked the last one into the end zone. This one deep as well, but it'll be fielded up in the end zone for another touchback.
Momentum can carry you back, but the ball had broken the plane. Works just like a touchdown. Now Bellaire looking for the postseason berth for the first time since 2006 when they lost to Mooney in the semis.
And that was the last time they started out a season 3-0. So Jose Davis, year number 4, certainly has things going in the right direction here at Bellaire.
They were 1-9 his first year, and the last 2 seasons they've been 6-4 and 5-5.
Andy Stock with the football and a nice pickup of 8 on first down.
25, Andy Stock on the carry, brought down by Big Red, number 22, Brendan Ross.
And Stock, see what happens when he does get outside. He's got the acceleration. And the Buckeye was last in the postseason in 09. They lost to Canal Fulton 28-20 in the first round. Of course, they went to the state championship game in 94, where they lost to Chardon 17-6.
Kirk hands it off to Marshall. Marshall stacked up.
On second down and 2.
Like Ryan Callarik in there.
Well, Quarterback sneak again. Buckeye opened the season losing to Utica 45-20, but followed that with wins over Pittsburgh Westinghouse 24-8 and John Marshall 20-6.
Third and 1. The give to the fullback, Pyshak. Gets it up to the 30.
And that's enough.
That should be enough for a Panther first down. It is.
Well, he couldn't run the sneak that time as Bellaire defensively stuck an extra man in that gap.
James Dunphy in there on the stop, but it is a first down for Pyshak, the junior fullback.
Bellaire with her miracle win at Steubenville Catholic, 44-42 on the final play of the game.
You may say miracle, more like how about a marathon? Game took 3 hours and 35 minutes.
Badia threw for 415.
Big Red's not fooled there. Horvath with the stop on Marshall.
They also defeated John Marshall 31-20, so the scores were comparable. And East Liverpool 43-28.
Second down 10.
How about the next three for Bellaire? Indian Creek, St. Clairsville, and Harrison Central.
Certainly a challenge. All those teams off to really good starts as well. Andy Stock taken down by Tony McGee.
Well, they read this well. And Stock, again, was out there all alone with 3 red shirts. Buckeye schedule. They have Edison next week, then they close with Martins Ferry, Union Local, St. Clairsville, Indian Creek, and Harrison Central.
Third down 13 for the Panthers, and head coach Phil Pest in his first year in charge of the Panther program. Longtime assistant coach. Kirk looking to throw across the middle, intercepted by Kashenka. Logan Kashenka still on his feet, brought down at the 24-yard line.
He had a man briefly open at the bottom of your screen in Marshall, but there was a nice interception by the defense. At the bottom of your screen. Yes, behind, yeah, there he was. He had a little bit, about 3-step lead, but you know, you have to make those quick decisions, and he took his shot. But here's Bellaire defense coming up with a pick, knocking on the door again, working with another short field.
Second interception by the Big Reds. They got Maffe split out wide with Westlake now in the backfield, and we have a flag.
You know, when they go to this spread, which is every play, but sometimes the difference is, you know, the empty backfield or 4 wide. The defense, a lot of schools don't have the athletes to match up with the wide receivers.
Here's a look at Coach Phil Pest. First time as the full-time head coach here at Buckeye Local. Badia looking to the air for Patrone. Touchdown, Big Reds.
Took him a play. 18 yards. Just a little bit of a fade, and there's the sure-handed receiver in Nick Patrone.
Patrone, the leading receiver, coming in, 25 catches, 331 yards, averaging 13 yards a catch. Of course, Patrone and Badia, awfully good baseball players for this up-and-coming Big Reds baseball program. Conroy on for the extra point attempt. Badia to hold, kick up, kick is good.
Conroy's kick is good with 1:40 to go in the first quarter of the score. Your Big Reds 21, Panthers 0.
Well, the rematch many have been looking forward to since last season. Steubenville Big Red takes on Massillon. That game's coming up next week. You can see it following Sports Friday on September 21st. And if you missed the game then, you can watch it again on MeTV. That's Saturday at 10 a.m. Again, Big Red at Massillon. Always a big one.
And, you know, when you talk about storied programs in football, it goes from the stadiums themselves. You can begin with that. Tiger Stadium and Hargan Stadium. You talk about the fans are as rabid as any. Outstanding coaching and two of the winningest programs in the state. And, you know, whenever you go to play at a place like Massillon, regardless of what week it is, Rob, it takes on a playoff-type atmosphere.
Your professional electrical contractors and tradesmen kickoff. Conroy boots it again into the end zone. Another touchback, his third, I believe, in the game so far.
This first quarter's just been a nightmare for Phil Pest and his Panthers. They just can't get anything going on offense, and defensively, Badia has just been brilliant.
Conroy's kick again goes into the end zone for another touchback.
The Big Reds have not run many plays, but of course the big play.
Bellaire in Region 17, Division 5. That's where the Ursuline is located, but, you know, they fell to Zanesville last night. Bellaire and Buckeye local are in different divisions. The Panthers in Region 11.
High throw, almost intercepted.
Intended for Duncan. Sharp throw by Kirk. He's got a nice arm.
Number 13.
Just a little bit beyond the reach.
Will bring up second down and 10 for the Panthers. Ball at the 20-yard line.
Second down and 10 for Buckeye local, trailing 21-0 late first quarter. Now this is the time where I know Bellaire head coach Jose Davis wants to see his team, his defense, buckle down. A couple times they've gotten some leads, let teams get back in it. I know he wants to see his team keep the pedal to the metal. Well, here is Austin Marshall with a nice first down run, moving the chains.
Austin Marshall on the carry, brought down by Bigger, number 22.
Nice, beautiful block.
Pie Shack.
By Pie Shack.
The Blair High School Red Line Dance Team is currently conducting sign-ups for their annual dance camp for girls in grades 2 through 8.
The ball up at the 34-yard line. Marshall looking for somewhere to go. Cuts it upfield, gets a couple. Brought down by Conroy.
Number 5, Austin Marshall.
Senior.
Brought down by Bigger, number 72, Conroy.
Getting to the outside.
Bring up second down and 9, ball at the 36.
The offensive line starting to step it up a little bit now for Buckeye local.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Double tights.
Kirk throws, looking for Duncan. He's got him. First down at the 35.
And again, it's one-on-one coverage, and you're asking your receiver to make a play, and he did.
Shane Duncan, brought down by Bigger, number 6, Nick Patrone. That won't be enough for a Buckeye local first down.
Stretching the field a little bit. Not bad coverage either by Patrone. Just a great connection. Panthers in foreign territory for the first time this game. Finally a flag. With 4.5 seconds to go in the quarter.
The Panther fans not liking.
They don't seem very pleased.
This call.
That's what happens when there's a delayed flag.
Good turnout though on this side. Buckeye local fans.
Bellaire fans were slow in getting here, but they too have arrived.
And 1 quarter in the books. The Panthers are driving, but the Big Reds have the lead. It's 21-0 after 1 quarter on your Highland scoreboard.
The National Gold and Silver Refinery Game of the Week is brought to you by your professional electrical contractors and tradesmen, Omega Bump Natural Energy, Ohio Valley Honda.
21-0 Bellaire after a quarter. Let's head back down to the sidelines and Josh Eachus.
I want to talk about the Buckeye local passing game for a second. If you notice the last couple of completions they had, they've been using a little bit of direction here. They've either taken a slant across the middle or an out pattern towards the sideline. It's those seamers and the verticals that the Big Red zones have been cutting off.
Marshall picks his way through. Takes it inside the 35-yard line.
Come on, defense.
And pick is the word.
Brought down by Patrone. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. After that 5-yard penalty set him back.
Deepest that Buckeye has been in Bellaire territory in this game.
Stock dots the I, takes the handoff from Kirk. Andy Stock, there's a flag down. Stock still on the move. Andy Stock heading towards the end zone. Brought down just short. There is a flag down back at the 34.
A pickup of 32. It's going to be a holding call. And not a happy look from Coach Phil Pest. There you can see him. He's thinking, you know, we just almost score a touchdown. We get moving, and we shoot ourselves in the foot.
Caleb Agnew checks in, number 10.
Or in Plaxico Burris' case, what, in the leg?
So 2nd and 17.
So a 32-yard run negated.
It'll bring up 2nd and 17, as I said. Agnew will split out wide, top side. Duncan here to the near side. Zarowski as well. Panthers in the eye. Quick throw to Duncan, complete. Big play, 1st down Panthers.
2 completions, both to Duncan. Kirk reading this little slant in all the way. Broke a nice tackle.
Duncan came into this one, 5 catches, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns to lead the Panthers. And it's 1st and 10 at the 23. Again out of the eye. Stock and Zarowski split out wide, and here's Austin Marshall. Marshall to the sideline, out of bounds. He's out of bounds at the 17.
Number 5, Austin Marshall, run out of bounds by Big Red number 11, the 5 Horvath.
And good vision once again by Austin Marshall.
Second down and 5. Kirk looking to throw again. Now he's going to tuck it and run it. Kirk's got the 1st down to the 10.
They mark it on the stripe. It'll be 1st and goal.
Just outside the 10, it looks like.
Kirk looking for something, doesn't see anything except a little bit of a gap. Takes advantage of it. Outside the 10-yard line.
They'll call it at the 11. And the Marshall.
Good tackle from behind by Kenny Hess, Jr.
Number 5, Austin Marshall again on the carry. This time brought down by Big Red number 25, Kenny Hess. Once again, the winning game ball number 028-6929.
Buckeye local was down here about 2 minutes ago when the penalty occurred. And Stock is the tailback.
Stock takes the handoff, and nice work in the backfield. Nick Maffe.
25, Andy Stock on the carry, brought down by Big
Horvath in there as well. Look at it again on the Belmont Savings Bank replay.
Watch Kenny Hess turn that play inside. There's Horvath and Maffe.
3rd and 10 at the 11.
Always one of the picturesque stadiums in the valley with the fall colors, not quite out yet.
Third down for the Panthers at the 11. 3rd and 10. Kirk throws, fires.
Had his man open.
Incomplete.
Brian Zarowski, the intended receiver.
Intended for number 31, Brian Zarowski. Number 22, Brandon Ross on the cover for the Big Red.
Actually got turned inside. Well, they might come back with something similar. Nathan Kirk, a 5'11", 160 senior. Well, Rob, 4th and 10. A little different look.
Still looking to throw. Now under pressure is Kirk. He bounces out of it, throws it to the back corner of the end zone. It's going to be
too far.
Too far out of the back of the end zone.
Buckeye wanted a flag on that play. Remember, it doesn't matter in high school football if it's catchable or not.
There you go, defense.
So Nate Davis is, not Nate, Jose.
Bellaire takes over. 1st and 10 at the 11. He's got McGee in the backfield with him now. 4 wide. 21-0 your score. Panthers knocked on the door, but the Big Reds take over on downs. McGee with the handoff, and McGee's got some room to run. Tony McGee still on his feet all the way up to the 36-yard line.
What a running effort that was by McGee. He's a sophomore. Breaks one set of tackles. Avoids another. Another one. There's number 4. And finally, he squirms out of 4 guys. And just like that, Bellaire out of a hole.
1st down, Big Reds. Again, McGee in the backfield. They'll fake to give to McGee. Now Badia going deep to Crosby. He hauls it in again. 2nd big catch for Quinton Crosby.
And he worked on Austin Marshall. All he does is let it fly. Nice touch. Crosby certainly earning his keep today with some tough catches.
Braylon Snell and Nick Patrone lined out wide here to this near side. You've got Westlake and Crosby now to the top side. McGee in the backfield with Badia.
2 plays ago, Rob, Bellaire was on its own 10.
And now they're at the Buckeye local 32-yard line, looking to add to a 21-0 lead. 2nd quarter from Nelson Field. McGee inside, handoff, spinning inside the 15.
Well, McGee's got a little quicker first step than Maffe, and Buckeye will have to make that adjustment. Look how quick through the hole. And yards after contact for McGee.
1st and 10, 14-yard line.
The Davis brothers, Jose and Nate, Rob, in their career threw for nearly 10 miles.
That's an impressive stat. They don't call you the sports doctor for nothing.
The career mark, because he played a lot more playoff games, I believe, was Nate with 73-70. But in the regular season, Jose has it with 5,300.
Dakota Flaherty in on the stop for Buckeye local.
Jose holding the seasonal mark.
Short gain on the play will bring up 2nd down and 9 at the 13.
1, 2nd and 9. Badia in trouble, and he will go down. Dylan Dokes.
Dokes, a freshman, worked his way up to varsity level. Badia was in trouble all the way.
Flaherty also in there to help out as well. It's now 3rd down.
A rare 3rd down for Bellaire.
3rd and 10. They'll split McGee out now. And Jose Davis going to call a timeout. Talk things over on 3rd down and 10. We'll take a timeout with them. 5:58 to go. 2nd quarter. 21-0 Bellaire on Highland scoreboard. Beautiful afternoon at Nelson Field in Bellaire. 21-0 Big Reds facing 3rd down and 10 at the Buckeye local 14-yard line. This drive started back on the Bellaire 11. Empty backfield for Badia. Has time, fires. It's incomplete. Austin Marshall on the coverage, intended for Nick Patrone.
Well, you talk about threading the needle. That's what he had to do for this one to work.
Dalton Conroy will come on to attempt a field goal. He nailed a 35-yarder last week against East Liverpool. Let's go down to Josh.
Guys, in the timeout during the break there, the Buckeye local coaching staff was stressing inside leverage to the defenders, particularly the cornerbacks on the outside. You saw Nick Patrone there. I think he wanted to run another one of those vertical routes, perhaps a fade, but the defensive back got positioning and forced him to the inside. That's what made that a more difficult pass for Badia and forced the incompletion.
Conroy, another field goal from 31 yards out, makes it 24-0. Bellaire extends the lead. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this. There's Dalton Conroy, just knocked through a 31-yard field goal, capping off a drive that had started back on Bellaire's own 11-yard line. 24-0. Now your score.
Now, Bellaire's offense today has been very crisp, to use a strange adjective, but the defense has really come up with some big plays.
Caleb Agnew on the return, running straight upfield, and well, he is met, brought to the ground, but a nice return.
James Dunphy, 5'9", 200-pound junior. See Agnew running straight ahead, and then is rocked.
So the Panthers look to get something going. Had a nice drive going before, reached the 11, and the drive stalled on downs. Kirk fires out. Zorowski incomplete. Bring up 2nd down.
Nice little play there. Would have picked up 7-8 yards. Now we back to the Davis brothers for a moment. They completed over 900 passes out of 1,700 attempts. They threw for nearly 15,000 touchdowns. They combined for 141, but on the interceptions, Jose threw for 28 in his career, Nate with 27. I don't know if those two bring that up or not, but Nate, 7,999 yards of career total offense.
Wow. Marshall, Horvath had him. Marshall escapes, going to reverse fields. Austin Marshall nearly picks up a 1st down.
Some nifty running by Marshall. In trouble. And Marshall will elude Horvath. And then a couple of Big Reds will over pursue. And Marshall makes them pay. So what looked like a 5-6 yard loss is 3rd and inches.
big 3rd and inches here. You do not want to give the ball back to Bellaire this soon with, well, 4:45 and counting to go, first half. Out of the eye. Kirk drops back, in trouble, still puts it up. Jump ball incomplete. Horvath came in and created a little bit of trouble there.
Good defense by Brendan Ross as well. And Kirk somehow got that ball away. And incomplete.
4th in inches. They got one of these earlier. The sneak by Kirk.
Good enough.
Should move the chains for another Buckeye local first down. It will.
Well, I see just the sneak. You know, at times the Panthers have controlled the clock exactly the way they wanted, but you saw what happened on the previous possession. It took Bellaire, they were down from one 10-yard line to the other in 3 plays. That pinball offense of Bellaire.
Kirk fires. He's got Duncan. Duncan got behind the D. There he goes at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Panthers.
A spark. 61 yards. Right in stride. And Duncan knows where to go. So Kirk now with 13 pass completions on the year. 4 of them have been for touchdowns.
They'll line up for 2. Kirk rolls. Fires to the back of the end zone. Zarowski's got it. Your score now on the Highland scoreboard. We'll be back right after this.
Number 13, Tony McGee back.
24-8. Bellaire leads, but Buckeye local strikes on the 61-yard touchdown pass from Nathan Kirk to Shane Duncan. Then a 2-point pass to Brian Zarowski. Big touchdown and 2-point conversion.
Well, Buckeye local has seized the momentum. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
Low kick, and it's going out of bounds at the 30.
So Bellaire will take it at the 35.
So the Big Reds with 4:02 to work with. So far that offense, as you mentioned earlier, awfully crisp so far.
Great execution. Now the passes are on the money.
Signals a legal procedure against the Panthers.
Tyler West, Nick Patrone out wide top side. Kenny Hess, Quinton Crosby to the near side. Hunter Westlake will be lined up next to Badia in the backfield. Now Westlake will split out wide. First down and 10. Big Reds are set. Badia runs it up to the 41. Zarowski, the stop.
Okay, you leave the middle open. Badia is going to take advantage of it. Picked up 7. Look to his right. In case anyone was watching his eyes.
Big Reds have 2 timeouts left in the half. Again, empty backfield. Badia again will run it. He's got the first. Dylan Dokes. Nathan Kirk.
they're going to keep running that until it is stopped.
Take some time off the clock as well. Clock will continue to run with 3:25 and counting.
Hurry up offense to the line of scrimmage for Bellaire. You're seeing more and more of that in high school these days. You know, it was started out in the, the pros, then it trickled down to college and the high school.
Plenty of time for Badia. Now he finds Westlake out of the backfield and blown up by Shane Duncan.
Hunter Westlake held on, but this is going to be what they call a thud. And that's a stick, folks.
Second down and 5. We've hit the 2:30 mark, first half. Big Reds in front, 24-8. Badia steps up, fires, incomplete. He wanted Crosby.
Well, third down. Last time, Buckeye Locu's defense forced Bellaire to settle for a field goal.
Not in field goal range yet. Third down. Trips to the near side, Twins up top, empty backfield. Badia under some pressure, and he's going down. Ball's on the ground as well.
Like he was down.
It's like Austin Flaherty in there. Number 67.
Badia forced to his right, didn't look to his left at all. And
it was Flaherty.
Yep, Austin Flaherty, a junior, 5'8", 165. And Bellaire went up to snap the football, and Buckeye Local had 2 players in the Bellaire secondary, or in the backfield.
So that'll move the ball up to the 45. That brings up now 4th and 3. Buckeye Local, Coach Phil Pest going to take a timeout. They've got 2 timeouts remaining here in the first half.
This stop is so crucial. That's a very good timeout by Coach Pest, reminding his guys you got to get on side.
Also, those students should be behind the home side bleachers.
Again this year, if you missed the game of the week on Friday or Saturday nights, we'll be replaying them on our sister station, Me TV Ohio Valley. Look for the replay on Me TV all season long. If you're looking for Me TV on your dial, it can be seen on the following cable channels: Comcast 208, Blue Devil, Jefferson County Cable Channel 11, Bellaire Cable Channel 7, Center TV, Powhatan Point, Barton Cable Channel 72.14. If you have digital TV, just go to 9-2 for all your favorite classic shows on Me TV Ohio Valley, and of course the Game of the Week replay. Friday games Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Saturday games replayed Sundays at midnight.
Well, 4th down and 2. You can see Jerry Ames guarding that football like it was my dinner. Or his. Good guy, Jerry.
4th down and 3. And more movement coming out of the timeout. Certainly has to be frustrating for Coach Pest coming out of the timeout. And that's a first down for Bellaire.
Dakota Flaherty.
They'll move the chains.
Was timing his play. So it was 4th and 8 and back-to-back penalties.
1:46 to go.
And that's coming out of a timeout where they said don't get drawn off sides.
Badia looking to make him pay. Complete to Tyler West.
A sophomore.
Kirk will bring him down.
A lot quicker passing play out of Bellaire.
Gain of 6 will bring up 2nd down and 4. Ball 34-yard line.
Hand it to Westlake. Hunter Westlake bouncing it to the outside. No, not bouncing it anywhere. Brought down.
Well, there's Shane Duncan again. Duncan, a senior. Marshall ended up getting the tackle, but you'll see Duncan coming in right there.
Certainly slowed things up. Marshall finished it off. Empty backfield, 3rd and 5. Badia fires for Patrone, in and out of the hands, incomplete.
He don't miss too many of those, and Badia drilled that right on the money. And a penalty flag.
There's a flag on the play.
Wouldn't have counted anyway.
Signal was holding against the big man.
Holding call against Bellaire. So 10 yards from the spot.
Marked off 10 yards from the spot of the foul. It'll bring up 3rd down and 15.
3rd and 15. We have 48 seconds on the clock. Second quarter. Bellaire up 24-8. Badia with time, fires for Westlake. It's complete. Westlake at the 5. Touchdown, Big Reds.
Badia's pass complete to number 8, Hunter Westlake.
44.
He goes in for the Big Reds. Touchdown.
Badia with a lot of time. Right on the money. And see it again. Places it right beyond the 2 defenders.
Conroy will come on to attempt the extra point. Trying to make it a 31-8 game late in the first half. Kick up, kick good. 34 seconds to go into half. Buckeye local had him 4th and 8. 2 straight penalties gave Bellaire a first down. It was 3rd and 15. And the big touchdown strike, Badia to Hunter Westlake. It's now 31-8. The Ohio Valley loves high school football, that's for sure, and that's why we created the most comprehensive high school football website in the Ohio Valley. The West Virginia Northern Community College High School Super Site on WTOV9.com, the only place in the Valley to get the latest scores, highlights, interviews. Keep checking back throughout the season for the latest on your school. It's the West Virginia Northern High School Super Site. Pretty soon we'll be posting your John Simonson's playoff watch.
That'll be coming up.
Week 4 of the season, almost complete.
And Sunday night, we will have you will have the first edition of that.
Conroy on your professional electrical contractors and tradesmen kickoff.
Well, 30 seconds to go. You take the knee, you regroup, and you get the football to start the
Second
third
half.
quarter. Yep.
We'll see what they do decide to do here. Kirk jogs back out onto the field. That could have been a big turning point there, though. Buckeye local seemed to have some momentum from that touchdown and had him stop 4th and 8. 2 straight penalties. Led to a first down, and then on 3rd and 15, the big last pass play from Badia to Hunter Westlake. Well, when you're away from your TV, you can still watch News 9 on your smartphone or tablet. Watch each newscast in its entirety right in the palm of your hand. News 9 Livecast. Just one more way that News 9 is everywhere. So 31 seconds to go.
Buckeye local has 2 timeouts remaining. (31-8). Big Reds looking to go 4-0.
Panthers enter this one at 2-1, looking for a third straight victory. It will certainly be an uphill battle in the second half. They'll go ahead and hand it off to Andy Stock. Stock to the 26th, call it the 27-yard line.
On the carry, brought down by big red number 72, Dalton Conroy.
Andy Stock picks up a few. And they're just going to let the half run out.
And the clock about to hit 0. So one half in the books here at Nelson Field on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. The Big Reds off to a good start. They lead Buckeye local 31-8.
Yeah, Bellaire has played an all-around game. I mean, they've rushed for 2, they've thrown for 2, they've got a field goal, and they've come up with some stops.
Josh Eachis is down on the sideline, down on the field with Jose Davis, head coach of the Big Reds.
Thank you very much, Rob. Coach, a lot has been made about your guys' offense, an impressive passing attack, obviously, but are you happy with your defense generating a couple turnovers in that first half?
Oh, no doubts. You know, I think that's really been the test of us today is improving on defense and getting stops when we needed them. Obviously, with the turnovers and stuff like that, and you know, to win big games, then you got to be able to play some defense and stop somebody. So yeah, I'm happy with where we're at right now.
All right, just one other question. Going into the locker room, you guys have a sizable lead, but I know any coach will stress to his team, no lead is safe. Is that the message you give to your guys?
Oh, no doubts, especially because we've been a little lackadaisical when we've been coming out in the third quarter in some of the games. So we have to make sure that we go in there and convince them that it is nothing, and we got to keep on plugging away.
Okay, Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
All right, guys, let's set it back up to you.
Thank you, Coach Davis. Thank you, Josh. Again, 31-8, Bellaire leads at the half on the Highland scoreboard. We'll have your first half highlights and second half kickoff when we return. 31-8, Bellaire leading Buckeye local, getting set for third quarter action. Let's check out some of the first half highlights from this one at Nelson Field. The Big Reds struck first. Nick Maffe from a yard out gets the touchdown. Bellaire up 7-0. They would strike again. First there's Maffe into the end zone. Then Badia, the keeper, to make it 14-0 Big Reds. Taking advantage of some Buckeye local turnovers. Then to the air, Badia to Nick Patrone, 18 yards for the touchdown, 21-0. Dalton Conroy, a 31-yard field goal, made it 24-0 before the Panthers would get on the board. Shane Duncan from Nathan Kirk and the 2-point conversion. And then this is the 2-point conversion pass. Let's go now and check out Josh Eachis with Phil Pest.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach Pest. Coach, a rough first half for you guys. What was talked about in the locker room?
Well, the 3 long passes hurt us, obviously, and we're showing signs of life. So I think we just got to regroup, find a way to get to the quarterback and play some pass defense.
All right, is it about just winning a play, winning a quarter at a time now for you guys going forward?
You know what, we were down in past years, down 3 touches, and our kids, hopefully they won't give up. We're going to come back, and like I say, try to get to the quarterback. He's got a great arm.
Okay, Coach, thank you for your time. Good luck the rest of the way. All right, guys, let's send it back up to you.
Thank you, Coach Pest, and thank you, Josh. Panthers run it on first down. Austin Marshall on the carry. Second down and 5-yard pickup as the Panthers get the football, and they do look to get things going here in the third quarter.
Badia in the first half threw for 190 yards. Brent Kirk for 101. Panthers rushed for 75. Bellaire 90. Nathan Kirk. Brett's gone.
Well, here's Nathan Kirk. He's looking to throw it downfield. It's tipped, it looked like, by Kashenka.
For number 25, Andy Stock falls incomplete. Number 27, looking for Kashenka on the cover. They'll bring up third down and 5 for the Panthers. Ball for 42 yards.
So third down and 5 for Coach Pest Panthers.
So Nathan Kirk, who entered the game with 150 yards through the air, has nearly equaled that in one half.
The give to Marshall. He will be short of the first down mark. Maffe in on the stop.
Well, intended sweep to the right, but Bellaire just blew that up. It's 4th and 2. Well, you got some options here. You can throw or you can run, because it's 4th and 2, or Kirk could actually keep it, but there's a stacked eye.
Ooh, ball loose, ball's on the ground. Kenny Hess may have fallen on it for the Big Reds. It is Big Reds football.
It rains, it pours. Not only do they not get the first down, they lose the handle. This is one of these games you probably, at this point, if you're Buckeye local, you don't look at again. Not a whole lot has gone right for them today.
We'll see what the Big Reds can do and see if they can take advantage of another Panther turnover. It's 1st and 10 at the 42. Badia to run it. Spinning forward.
Number 4, Spencer Badia on the carry, brought down by number 31, Brian Zorowski for the Panthers.
Badia trying to make a little something out of that. He picked up half of it.
Out of 5, ball to 37.
2nd down and 5. Maffe lined up to the right of Badia. They give it to Maffe. Maffe cuts it upfield. Maffe, nice run, 1st down, Big Reds, up to the 22.
Well, Coach Phil Pest, you heard him talk with Josh Eachus a few minutes ago, saying, hey, we have to defend the pass. And Jose Davis and his staff quickly making the adjustment, all on the ground so far.
First and 10 at the 23. Big Reds on the move. Badia's got time, fires, complete to Hunter Westlake.
Badia's pass complete to number 8, Hunter Westlake.
Westlake at 6'2". Uses his size. Look at the receivers. Crosby's a senior, but Patrone's a junior. Westlake is a sophomore. McGee is a sophomore.
Hess is a junior. Braylon Snell's only a sophomore. Lots of underclassmen. Only 9 seniors, if I counted right, on the Bellaire roster.
Badia, of course, a junior. You can see just more momentum for Bellaire.
2nd and 7. Empty backfield now for Badia. Badia fires to Maffe. Maffe, touchdown, Big Reds.
8 yards, his 3rd of the day. Badia waiting for his receiver to break open. Enough of a cushion for him to score.
Now 37-8, 8:30 to go, 3rd quarter. Conroy on to attempt the extra point. He is perfect so far today. Also has a 31-yard field goal, and he remains perfect. It's up, it's good. 8:30 to go, 3rd quarter, 38-8. Bellaire in control. Bellaire on your Highland scoreboard. Big Reds touchdown on their first drive of the half. Spencer Badia to Nick Maffe from 8 yards out. Flag down. Offsides. Very possible here.
Well, you don't see that a whole lot. They're off 5 yards, I think, in the NFL on every kickoff, and that's not called. Well, Buckeye local wanted to get some pass rush, some pressure on Badia, and they obviously were unable to do that on that last drive. And what makes it more difficult is if you choose to cover the receivers, then you try to, get an interception that way, but they run such great routes.
Another kickoff. And running straight upfield, Austin Marshall. Marshall breaks it to the outside. He's at midfield. Marshall looking for a block still. Going at the 20. All the way down to the 16-yard line. What a return by Austin Marshall.
Yeah, and he wasn't even supposed to get the ball. He picks it up, and how many times have we seen that? You bobble the return and wreck it for a long one. So Buckeye local a chance to seize the moment.
Out of the stack, they'll give it to Andy Stock, and he's stacked up at the 15.
25, Andy Stock on the carry, brought down by number 72, Dalton.
Been impressed with the line play of Bellaire today, especially the tackle to tackle on defense. And needless to say, on offense, they've given Badia all kinds of time.
Carry out is available.
2nd and 8. Stock hitting the backfield. James Dunphy.
See Dunphy blasting through. Hess coming from one side. Dunphy's already in there.
Loss on the play back to the 17 to bring up 3rd down and 10 for the
Loss of a couple. It's 3rd and 10 for Buckeye, trailing 38-8.
Stacked die.
You can see some movement there up front.
So the false start by the freshman Jacob Thornton, who was doing some battling in there, but the ball hadn't been snapped yet.
Buckeye splits a couple up top, single receiver near side. It's Kirk rolling and running and brought down by Kenny Hess.
Not much of a chance here for Kirk. Nobody open. Being pursued. Not much room to run either.
Fourth and 13, the ball is at the 20.
Duncan's got, they're going to double up Duncan at the top of the screen.
Coach Phil Pest going to take a timeout before that 3rd and 13 play. We'll take a timeout with him. 38-8 on the Highlands scoreboard. Fourth and 13 for Buckeye local. They trail 38-8. Coming out of the Panther timeout. Kirk under pressure, going down in the backfield for a sack. Wyatt back.
James Dunphy.
Turnover on downs will give the ball to Vigor. It's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Bellaire just pinning their ears back now when they know they have to throw. They're coming after the Panthers.
Sacked by Back, and it's Bellaire football. 1st and 10 at the 26. Westlake and Maffe now join Badia in the backfield. 3 wideouts. They'll hand it to Westlake, and he is taken down by Dakota Flaherty.
Flaherty with a nice play, just broke right through quickly. The Bellaire's had its fair share of athletes in the NFL, Rob. Clyde Thomas with the Eagles, Ron Lee with the Colts, Andy Doris with the Oilers, John Buddenberg with the Falcons, Lance Mill with the Jets, Joey Galloway, Ben Taylor. We've had a dozen.
Badia fires across.
Ooh.
Incomplete, off the hand. Full wide there of Tyler West. Of course, Nate Davis was drafted by the 49ers, never
Yes.
saw regular season action. Won an indoor football championship recently down in Texas, the Lone Star Indoor Football League Championship.
As did Jose in Wheeling.
3rd and 13.
I think that was Jose that was quarterback of that one year.
Incomplete, intended for Patrone. So the Big Reds will have to punt it away.
Talking with Tom Radizak, Executive Secretary of the OVAC before the game, and he had a trivia question. Now, he thought he could stump the sports doctor, which was a reach, but he asked Rick DeLuca, the Times leader, on this question. What 2 schools have produced the most players in the OVAC All-Star game beginning in 1946? Who was first and who was second?
Westlake the punt. Ooh, line drive. Watch out.
That's like one of my golf shots coming out of the woods. Somehow it found its way.
Well, the voice is back Monday and Tuesday nights with the blind auditions of season 3. Tune in as superstar coaches Christina Aguilera, Adam Levine, CeeLo Green, and Blake Shelton can hear the competing talent but can't see them in the blind auditions Monday night at 8, only on WTOV9. Buckeye Local gets it at the Bellaire 47.
3 wide.
Kirk going for Duncan. High throw, intercepted by Crosby.
Right. Good look off by Kirk. And that sailed.
Let's go back down on the field. Josh Eachis rejoins us. Hey, Josh.
Hey, Rob, John, did you guys notice that was another one of those vertical routes, another streak or seamer down the middle there? And that's been the troublesome route for Buckeye Local all game today. They've been much more successful, and they've had a receiver break to the corner across the middle on some sort of slant. 3rd pick they've had on a similar route so far this game.
Thanks, Josh. 4:47 to go. 3rd quarter. Bellaire with the ball back.
A good point by Josh, but when you're down this far, you got to streak a little more than you're accustomed to.
Maffe will run it on first.
Well, and any guesses, Rob, on that trivia question?
Actually, no, I have no clue. I was waiting for you to tell me the answer.
Well, what 2 OVAC schools have produced the most players in the OVAC All-Star game?
Bellaire's one of them.
Well, that was number 2.
All right.
That was the easy one. Number 1 was the easiest for me. And that would be Weir High. 111. I think Bellaire, it's 103.
Interesting stat there. All right, here's Badia. Low throw. Intended for Maffe.
He is pass intended for number 21. Nick Maffe falls incomplete. Number 20, Dakota Flaherty on the coverage.
Bellaire comfortably in front. Still without the huddle offense. And it just takes a couple of years or so to get your system into place. But, you know, John Magistro, who coached Davis, had this type of system, and Jose has simply you know, said, hey, that worked back in our day. We'll keep it going.
Holding against Buckeye local. 1st and 10 now for Bellaire at the 35.
Former Buckeye coach Ron Povlich in the stands.
Got a chance to see him at halftime. Say hello. Westlake on the run.
Number 8, Hunter Westlake off the carry, brought down by number 31, Brian Zarowski, and number 20, Cody Flaherty. Gain of 3 will bring up 2nd down and 7 for 38 yards.
Well, they gained a couple on that. I'll say this for Bellaire, they came out opening drive and they just have not looked back. Have dominated this game.
Badia will run it. He's got the first down. It would appear it's going to be very close.
Badia on the keeper, again brought down by Panther number 20, Dakota Flaherty.
It is a first down, and look on our Belmont Savings Bank replay.
Badia at 5'8".
Big Reds, first down.
But what a thrower.
First and 10, Big Reds. Delay a game. The Big Reds will be backed up 5.
Signals delay a game against the Big Reds. 5-yard penalty will bring up first down and 15.
Well, first and 15, and with Bellaire's passing attack, that's usually not a huge obstacle.
Empty backfield for Badia. Fires. Incomplete.
Intended for Hess. Maffe was open as a safety valve at the bottom of the screen, but Badia was looking for Hess the whole way. Almost got it in there.
So 2nd down and 15. That's Patrone. Up to the 45-yard line. Close to another Big Reds first down.
Badia's pass complete to number 6, Nick Patrone. Brought down by number 31, Brian Zarowski, and number 14, Chase Hawkins.
Great yardage after the catch, and more yardage after contact.
That will be enough for a Big Reds first down.
And with that, Spencer Badia has gone over 1,000 yards on the season.
Week number 4.
He and Taryn Jarrett of Bellsville both over the 1,000-yard mark.
.244 to go here in the 3rd. Big Reds holding that 38-8 lead. They scored early in the 3rd quarter. Badia to Nick Maffe for 8 yards. Now it's Badia with some time. Firing deep for Hess.
Hess was open initially, and Badia did not see him.
Badia's pass falls incomplete, intended for number 25, Tim Hess.
He knows it now. You see Badia looking left, and by the time he sees Hess, the defense has closed the gap.
Second down. For the Big Reds. 3-0 for the first time since 2006. Badia fires out wide. It's tipped. incomplete. And the stalk on the coverage for Buckeye local.
Unofficially, Badia with 230 yards passing.
It'll bring up third down and 10 for Bellaire, ball 45.
So it'll be third down and 10.
Again, Bellaire in no hurry.
Swings it out to Crosby. Crosby across the 40.
I think that was Andy Stock that was going for the interception here. Just missed. Just could not get over there in time.
Dakota Flaherty to tackle. It's fourth down and 4. Badia to Maffe. First down.
Just a pleasure to watch.
Badia's pass complete to number 21, Nick Maffe, brought down by number 14, Chase Hopkins. That will be enough for a big red. First down.
Badia connects again. That offensive line. Cody, LaRoche, Jonathan Carter, Wyatt back, Ryan Callarik, Vince Kolenich. Doing the job too.
Badia the handoff to Hunter Westlake. Westlake up to the 20.
Some hard running by Westlake.
Number 8, Hunter Westlake on the carry. Brought down by number 3.
Gets that hole, and nice try by Dakota Flaherty to knock that ball loose.
Pyshak on the stop for the Panthers. It's second and short.
Got 2 helpers in the backfield.
Big Redsby backed up 5 yards. Thanks for that false start. So it's now second and 6 with less than a minute to go. In the third quarter, Bellaire up comfortably right now, 38-8. Badia going to the corner, diving attempt by Patrone, incomplete. There's a flag down in the backfield.
Taylor Bagnew on the coverage, and it was led too far out of bounds. Penalty against Buckeye local.
Automatic first down.
I don't know if there was a hit on Badia after the play, but it's a personal foul on Buckeye local.
I was looking towards the end zone, so I did not see if Badia was hit late maybe. First down and 10. Ball now moved up to the 10. It's first and, can they get a first down? It looks like just before the end zone. Well, here's Maffe. Maffe working his way to the end zone. It's going to be short. There's a flag that comes in late. And some pushing and shoving.
A little frustration last couple of plays. And the frustrations are continuing. Score obviously has something to do with that. I don't know if there was an ejection or not. Did not see a signal for ejection. But with 1 second to go in the quarter.
I guess we're going to head to the other end.
Well, the clock still shows 1.2 seconds.
Well, Coach Davis is over there discussing things with the officials there towards the end zone there.
Officials do not like to toss players unless it's very, very flagrant, because, you know, they're kids and, you know, you got to sit a week.
There was a face mask on Buckeye local. There's still 1.2 seconds on the clock here. Whenever they stop things with the flag. Well, half a distance to the goal line after that won't do a whole lot.
So the Buckeye local called a timeout, settle things down.
Now we'll get back to football. There's 1.2 left on the clock, third quarter. Big Red's up 38-8.
Check if Josh can find if there was an ejection. See, they've taken Dakota Flaherty out of the game, number 20.
Looks like he's equipment
more injury than anything. Yeah, I saw no signal for ejection.
All right, that'll end the third quarter. We will eventually get back to football. We'll take a timeout, start the fourth quarter. It's 38-8 Bellaire. One untimed down thanks to that defensive penalty. Big Reds into the end zone. Touchdown. Hunter Westlake.
An untimed down.
That was after the face mask on Buckeye local. We'll look at it again.
Westlake running to the right side, bounces in.
And now Conroy on to attempt the extra point. The hold by Badia, and Conroy. Kick is up and good. He remains perfect on the extra points. So now the score, 45-8, as we will officially begin fourth quarter action. We'll be back right after this. Bellaire scores on the one untimed down at the end of the third, makes it 45-8. Conroy, another boots into the end zone and to the back of the end zone. So it'll bring the ball out to the 20-yard line for the Panthers as we start the final 12 minutes of play.
Busy day for Conroy, 7 kickoffs, 6 extra points, and a field goal. It's 14 feet into the football.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20 for the Panthers. Kirk under center. Marshall met the backfield, ball loose. Panthers recover though.
Got it back. One of those days for the Panthers. You're having a bad day and the other guy's having a terrific day. That's why you have a score that you do.
Maybe a short loss. They'll bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. See Austin McConville in there on defense as well for the Big Reds. Marshall runs it up the middle.
Number 5, Austin Marshall on the carry, brought down by Big Reds. Number 61, Robbie Kowalski, and 56-16.
Now the Panthers trying to just get something going here to build on for next week, but already it's 3rd down and 3.5 to go.
Robbie Kalinowski in on the stop. In among the Big Reds there. It's 3rd and 4. Kirk throws, complete to Pyshak, lowers the shoulder, should have a 1st down.
Wasn't easy, but they convert.
That won't be enough for Buckeye for 1st down, 31-yard line.
Badia with a year to go is approaching the 3,500-yard mark career passing. Got a year and a half left.
Oh, ball's loose. Picked back up by Marshall and then hit by Horvath and driven backwards. Callarik in there as well.
You can see it.
Number 5, Austin Marshall on the carry.
Just dropped the football.
Number 11, by Horvath.
Bellaire has Indian Creek, St. Clairsville, and Harrison Central as their next 3.
11-1 combined record. Certainly some challenges ahead.
They have Union Local Edison, and they close at Martins Ferry. Buckeye Local will have Edison next week, and then the Purple Riders. And they travel to Union Local St. Clairsville and close with Indian Creek and Harrison Central.
Kirk throws, diving attempt by Duncan. It's incomplete.
Little rollout by Kirk. He almost come up with something out of that. That was one of those passes that was a tweener.
.36 on the scoreboard, 45-8 Bellaire, 4th quarter. Both teams have all the 3 timeouts left. Out of the eye. Kirk fires high, intercepted. Brendan Ross, 2nd pick of the game.
Nathan Kirk. Just a little bit too strong.
So the Big Reds take back over. There's a look at that schedule you're talking about, John.
Well,
Indian Creek here, and then road games at St. Clairsville and Harrison. Both of those teams at 4-0. Creek at 3-1 after the loss to St. Clairsville on Friday night. They'll end Union Local here, then at Edison, and at Martins Ferry.
And in Region 17, with that schedule, 7 wins should do it, and perhaps even 6 wins.
Talking about possible playoffs. It's hard to believe we're talking about possible playoffs.
We're approaching the halfway mark next week.
It certainly flies by fast. 1st and 5 after Buckeye moved early.
Yeah, talking about Kirk's 4 touchdown passes, 3 have been to Duncan on the season, 1 to Stock.
The give to Tony McGee. McGee running hard.
Been impressed with this young man.
13, Tony McGee on the carry.
Haven't seen it for a good bit from early on, but another hard run here. First down and 10. He picked up the first.
First down.
through. Braylon Snell was carrying the football.
Snell, a junior, and that's a good tackle right there.
Loss of 3, 2nd and 13.
Panthers haven't quit, as evidenced by that last play.
Well, Badia looking to throw. Looking for West. Incomplete. Caleb Agnew on the coverage.
Badia's pass intended for number 3, Tyler West, ball is incomplete. Number 10, Caleb Agnew on the coverage for the Panthers.
Well, just streak down the sideline, and Badia he takes those shots when it's one-on-one, and he almost come up with a great catch.
Westlake and McGee split out here to the near side. Snell and Patrone up top. Empty backfield for Badia. 3rd down and long. Badia fires it out to West. West looking to get some blocks. Cuts it upfield. He's to 30. Spins forward to the 25.
Badia's pass complete to number 3, Tyler West. Brought down by number 14, Chase Hopkins for the Panthers.
Chase Hopkins on the stop for Buckeye local.
Just that little out screen and one side step picks up the extra yardage.
Bring on 4th down and 3 for the Big Reds at the 25-yard line.
Looks like Flaherty on the sidelines getting a new uniform and a new number.
Badia runs it. Looks like he will come up short. And Buckeye local will take over on downs. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back right after this. 45-8, Bellaire in the 4th. Panthers take over on downs, down 45-8 here in the 4th. Kirk going to the air. He's got Duncan again. High throw.
And that's interference.
Patrone on the coverage.
And if you're the defense, that's not a bad play because Duncan had you beat. And that would have been good for at least 40 yards. And with pass interference, Rob, it's only going to cost you 15. So they actually saved about 30 yards on that, if not a touchdown.
So the ball now set between the 38 and 39. 1st down Panthers. Marshall on the run. Cuts it up. Midfield. 1st down Panthers. Let's go, Malik!
Number 5, Austin Marshall on the carry, brought down by Big Red number 50.
Little sweep to the right side. Shack with a good block. And another 1st down.
Seth Pickens brings him down. 1st down.
New faces out there on the Bellaire defense.
Hand to Stock. McConville brings him down.
25, Andy Stock on the carry, brought down by Big Red number 9, Austin McConville.
Sophomore Austin McConville.
There is an injured player on the field.
There's an injured Panther down.
Josh Figursky.
So they will take time to tend to him around midfield.
Kyle Hess, Jr. is on defense as well. Dom Vinca.
We'll go ahead and take a timeout. 6:36 to go in this one. Bellaire leading 45-8. 45-8. Bellaire in front on your Highlands scoreboard. Josh Figurski walked off on his own power. A little bit of help there, walking things off on the sideline.
Well, as a young lady, helping you walk off takes you a little bit longer.
It's possible. It's 2nd and 11 for the Panthers. Kirk hands it off. Sean Tustin.
We had a play last night involving Braxton Nody of Wheeling Central where the helmet come off, and that a new rule this year. If the helmet comes off, you have to sit a play, and I thought there was something strange about that. In high school football, if the helmet comes off during the play, you have to sit one unless there is a penalty. Now, I'm not sure what the difference is, but you don't have to sit the play if there's a penalty.
Well, Tustin brought down again by McConville. First time in a while we haven't seen a number 32, and his name was Jostin Deere. Of course, Jostin Deere, MVP in that OVAC All-Star game at the end of July.
Those don't come around every year.
No. 4-year player.
And you knew when he was a freshman and saw a lot of action, he was going to be somebody special. And they've had their share of backs, at Buckeye local. Chet Publish, Billy West.
Looking for Zarowski. Nice catch by Brian Zarowski down inside the 20.
We see quite a few of Zarowski shirts in the stands. That was a great catch. Aired out. That's the kind you like to watch.
Went out and got it. First down. The ball at the 18. Kirk rolls. He's running. And a nice pickup. First down pickup for Kirk.
Pyshak makes this block on 130-pound Tyler Miller, and you can see the size difference here. You can see Pyshak, number 34, on your right. And just out of his, yeah, we lost that, but that was one of those blocks that was good for about 4 yards.
First and goal.
At the 2.
Kirk gives it. Tustin, touchdown, Panthers. The sophomore into the end zone for the Buckeye local score.
5'4", 125 is what they got him listed in the program. He scores the touchdown. That's his second of the year.
They'll line up for 2. Tustin into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. 4:07 to go. 45-16. Bellaire still in front. We'll be right back after this timeout. (45-16). Panthers with a touchdown and 2-point conversion. Let's check back in with Josh Eachus on the sideline.
Guys, I don't want to take any credit away from Bellaire. Excellent effort by them in this game, winning by a huge margin right now. But if you go back to Buckeye, some things to build on maybe going forward in this game. A lot of procedural penalties, turned the ball over a lot. Certainly the score doesn't speak for exactly what could have happened in this game. Could have been a lot closer. Buckeye can take some positives and say, hey, we beat ourselves in this one as they build and go forward.
Thanks, Josh. Yeah, it was a big turning point, remember, John, late in that first half. The Big Reds had a 16-point lead facing 4th and 8. A couple of penalties against Buckeye local gave them a first down, and then on 3rd and 15, they hooked up on that long pass play, Badia to Hunter Westlake, and then it was 31-8, just like that.
Yeah, with only 30 seconds to go in the half.
So the Big Reds come back out. 4:05 to go. Big Reds on their way to a 4-0 start.
They didn't get a whole lot of press coverage in the preseason, mainly because they were overshadowed by St. Clairsville and Martins Ferry and Harrison Central, and then all of a sudden they're 4-0.
Braylon Snell now lines up at quarterback. Malik Green in the backfield with him.
Green, a junior.
Snell's a sophomore, 5'8". He'll give it to Green. Green with a good run on first down.
Number 7, Malik Green on the carry, brought down by number 12, Cody Crawford.
Cody Crawford on the tackle.
And 5 on the play will bring up second down and 5, ball to 33.
I think Bellaire is just going to stretch the clock and savor this fourth win. Robert Kolenich, 6'4", is the wide out at the bottom of the screen.
Another give to Green.
Number 7, Malik Green again on the carry, brought down by number 2, Dylan Notes, and 23, Trevor Seaton for the Panthers. It'll bring up third down and 4 for the Big Reds at the 34.
Third down and 4 yards for Bellaire as the clock continues to run. Less than 3 minutes to go. Big Reds taking their time. Kyle Hess also out wide here to this near side with Kolenich. Snell looking to run. He's brought down by Austin Flaherty.
So 4th and 3.
James Glasgow checks in, checking out one of the starters today up front on the defensive front, Luke Hoagland.
Westlake in punt formation.
Number 33 here.
Westlake in punt formation. Westlake low kick, they'll let it roll. And down by the Big Reds at the 34-yard line. Now let's go ahead and check out our solid gold play of the game, brought to you by the National Gold and Silver Refinery. It was part of that big turning point we talked about late in the first half. 3rd and 15, Spencer Badia to Hunter Westlake. 44-yard touchdown.
Now that's the one that brought the momentum right back to Bellaire. Not only that, it carried it over to the second half with 34 seconds remaining.
That's your National Gold and Silver Refinery solid gold play of the game.
Coach Jose Davis with excellent preparation for this game.
Now in at quarterback, Tyler Miller. Miller turns and hands it off to Tustin, and nice 8-yard pickup by Tustin. Up, coming for Buckeye, who will drop to 2-2 on the season. They'll host Edison on Friday night, followed by 2 more home games. Martins Ferry and Union Local at St. Clairsville. Then they'll end up at home with Indian Creek and Harrison Central.
Gain of 8 on the play will bring up second down and 2 for the Panthers at the 42.
Well, the Utica game, it was, it was a long bus trip over there. The team really hadn't had that chemistry yet, and things kind of snowballed at the outset.
They'll air it out. Complete. Brandon Panapucci on the reception. Tyler Miller. Nice pass.
For Panapucci running a nice little route to the sideline. Good catch.
Less than a minute to go Run down to the 30-yard line by Damian Beal. Or excuse me, Cody Crawford. Cody Crawford on the carry, number 12.
The first down.
So a first down for the Panthers.
Chad Durman, Landon Quartelli into the game for Buckeye Local. See coverage over there by Jonathan Longwell.
The lefty Miller are going to air it out. Incomplete.
Anthony Price, a freshman, on the receiving attempt end of that.
So 4 seconds left. One more play, likely, until this one's all wrapped up with a Bellaire victory. 45-16. Pass intended for Eric Banal. Another throw. It's complete. Ooh, big hit by Green. Incomplete pass. And there's zeros reading on the clock, and that'll wrap it up. The Bellaire Big Reds improve to 4-0 with a 45-16 victory over the Buckeye Local Panthers in Buckeye 8 Athletic League action. The Bellaire offense, John, obviously looking good throughout this one.
Well, and so was the defense. They come out, yeah. You play so much more relaxed when you have a lead, and they got a quick 3-touchdown lead. And but Buckeye Local was fighting back into the game. The Bellaire Big Reds got that big play to Westlake, and right before the half, and that about did it.
Let's head down to Josh Eachus with head coach Jose Davis of Bellaire.
Coach, before the break, we talked about how defense was going to be a point of emphasis for you guys. Only one touchdown allowed in the second half. That come through. Did you like what you saw defensively?
I did. You know, obviously, some as a head coach, you always find the little negatives that you still got to work on. But overall, you know, I'm happy with where we're at today, and you know, we'll keep plugging away and you know, stay the course.
All right, now going forward, schedule gets tough. You got Creek, you got St. C, you've got Harrison coming up. You prepare for each one on an individual basis, you know, for X's and O's. But with the meat of the schedule getting tougher now, what are the thought process for your team going forward?
Really, you know, just 1 week at a time. You know, we can't look ahead to you know, week 7 or week 8 or week 6, whatever it may be. I mean, we just got to take it one day at a time, 1 week at a time, and you know, and do what we do and let the chips fall where they fall.
Okay, Coach, thank you for your time and good luck the rest of the way this year.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Rob, John, let's go back up to you.
Well said by Coach Jose Davis. Obviously, got to take a week at a time and see how things develop. But they are 4-0. That's a good way to build here at Bellaire. One more time from Nelson Field for Josh Eachus on the sidelines. My partner John Simonson and our entire crew working hard behind the scenes. I'm Rod Metzger. Bellaire 45, Buckeye Local 16. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.